Good greetings, everybody. It's the Piptosynthesis Theory. We are live for the third time today, New York Open. And so, we are going to be doing gold again. Well, that's all I've been doing, really. So, just to tell you the goals are first of all to manage my risk and be on point with my stop loss calculations. That's the most important thing for me today, because that really hurt me last week. So that's my main focus. So executing on risk management and my calculations to be on point. Once again, just to give you an overview, we have my lot size formula and the amount of money I'm going to be risking today, and that is calculated by calculating your stop loss in points, and then whatever answer I get, I'll be putting it in the bubbles here below. And my risk management plan is to secure from 10 pips, cut my losses at 50% of my stop loss at 50%, hence why I have my 50% value. This is hard right here. And to do that once again at 75%, and if the trade has really gone the other direction, then I'll be cutting or closing the whole trade at 90%. That's the plan. I have already drawn my charts. We're going over to the charts now. Charts. Wait, let's make it all official. Okay, there we go. It is, we are in play. It is happening. I forgot to actually properly say hello. So once again, good greetings. Welcome to the Piptosynthesis Theory. The local time is 12:10 p.m. London. And so, yeah. Okay, we're going to the charts now. Let me just make sure that it's the chart that I want. Cool. Alrighty. So the charts look a bit different today. I hope it's not gonna give anybody an eye spasm. Well, it gave me a little bit of eye spasm to begin with. But yeah, we're going to be, well, it's just me. So I'm going to be starting my top-down analysis now. By the way, because it's a new chart, so green is a bull candle and the purple is a bear candle, right? So top-down analysis, once again, we'll be using the box of concentration to identify where we're focusing. So at the higher time frames, what we're looking at is that we have our most obvious peaks at the top, aka resistance, and most obvious supports at the bottom, aka support. I just said that. And so we are going to be concentrating there on the 4-hour right now. Great stuff. In the 4-hour, what we can identify is that we have our immediate price, which is here. Well, the current price, which is here, is currently doing its own thing, and we have just approached a no trade zone support. So it's just done a wick down, and now it's contemplating whether to continue. The plan is that if we have any confirmation that is going to be on the downside, then we have a 116 pippage, from here. Is there potential for a wick fill? Potentially. We don't know yet. We still are analyzing. And if it is to bounce and reject that, then we have a pippage from a safe buy in this area. I really should put a safe buy, actually. A safe buy on this area to go to another target, which is at 108 pips. Now I say safer buy from here because I am also considering a zone rejection in this area, so it depends on what we see. Okay, now we're updating the box of concentration to focus more on the 1 hour chart, and that this would be my box of concentration for the 1 hour chart. As you can see, we are doing a current bear run right now. The markets have opened. I am once again not at pre-New York, and there is a reason for that. That I should share with you after we've done the analysis during downtime, during the lull. Okay, so we are currently on a bear run, so impulse here, retest, and more impulse, retest, impulse, and we may be having a retest right now for a further continuation down to our first target right here, which, as I have said, is a 116 pippage, and then for a second stop at 250 pippage. Now it is Monday. As from my own experience, Mondays have been my downfall, hence why I am quite shitting myself right now. I think you could tell when I turned up. Honestly, internally I was delaying turning up because I was shitting myself. Okay, so now we are going to be concentrating on the 30 minutes, right? Okay, so this is why I should have turned up early, and I keep saying this literally every single week that I should turn up early, but because of fears and not wanting to face my fears, then this is what I get. And this is a classic, as we've just discussed, from the higher time frames. It is more evident in the 30-minute that we've done a bear run, retest, bear run, retest, bear run. Now we're probably doing another retest here. So having said that, I shall be realigning my no trade range zone, right? So I will be putting this as my you know what, I've lost the plot. See, this is what I get when I get scared. The brain turns off. I'm just trying to download now. Trying to download some ideas. Okay. Do you know what? Just for, it's gonna be a bit confusing for my brain, or maybe it's gonna work better, but I'm just going to go to the 15-minute time frame just so I can have a clearer view of what the hell are the candles doing at this zone price range right here, because I cannot figure out in this time frame. Okay, right, so from what I can see, this was the consolidation retest for the bear run, and it has now done a test. Now we have this much messier impulse of the bear run. Sorry, I think this might be a consolidation. Let me just put okay, do you know what? That's going to be my no trade range right there. Okay, here's the plan. I figured out. I just need to put it in words. It's doing this thing right now because this area, right? Why this area is significant? Let's just go on to display my horizontal line as a extend left, so that we can see horizontal ray. How do we extend? Oh my gosh, I've broken it. Oh my gosh, did I break the damn thing? I used to be able to do it. What happened? Okay. Anyway, I want to see exactly where that is. I'm gonna change the color and then extend the line from there. Just some random color that we can see. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out now onto the higher time frame. Okay, now I am understand what I'm talking about. All right, so this is quite a significant area where a possible retest is happening, right? And so, okay, and so this might be a liquidity grab for gold to bounce up from this area right here. Like, this is a strong support all the way from mid-May or towards the last week of May. And as you can see, during NFP, during NFP, we also rejected that area, and now we are coming in deeper into this support right here from the higher time frame. I'm curious to see what it looks like. Yeah, okay, so oh wow, okay, I think I'm understanding what's going on now. Looking back in the higher time frames, right, if I was okay, let's just do the make it invisible. Control Alt H. Come on. Control Alt H. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what could possibly be happening right now, and from my eyeballs, what I'm seeing is that we have this a higher time frame bull run, right, from this rejection level down here. So we have this rejection, bull run, retest, bull run, retest, bull run, retest, mini retest, and then another bull run. Now, because we are approaching like an icky, sketchy, busy side on the left, then we have this retest, messy retest happening right now. But this is a significant area where we are on a Monday. I don't know whether we're gonna have the same volumes on like the other days from, well, I don't know because I'm not that experienced, but yeah, but this could possibly be a further rejection to of this zone to make another bull run. Like, from my eyeballs, this is like, right, I'm thinking of it as like this potentially. Right, so is this pullback that is happening right now, is that pullback or retest going to be the big push on, like, this is higher time frame talking, right, to make this happen? Because, you know, that is actually, if we are to consider what is recent, then this is the recent high potentially for our price to retest. I don't know, I hope it's making sense in my brain. However, I'm not sure if it's making sense with your brains when I say it like that. Okay, so we'll keep that yellow line there, and I'm just gonna go back to my time frames for analysis here. Okay, by the way, if you have any comments regarding our charts colors, then please make sure to let me know. Okay, so what am I going to be visualizing now, right, is a rejection of this area. So I'm just going to edit the what's happening now because I have a clearer understanding of what's going on. So I'm going to be waiting for a rejection of this area right here. What's my bias? My bias, according to the higher time frames, my bias is a long position, right? So I'm looking for now, this is my visualization trying to work, is a 30-minute candle potentially breaking above resistance there, this resistance of the new no trade range. Although, you know, I'm not gonna remove this safer buy idea from here, because what can happen is a massive bull run push and then a potential like, so what can happen is a bull run push. One sec, let me just so a bull run push that can, like, you know, suck up all of the monies some form of another liquidity grab on a Monday. I don't know if it happens a lot on a Monday. See, this is the issue when you're a beginner and you haven't back tested. So it might be a better idea, safer idea, to give you more confidence to test you know, the days of the week regarding your setups. That would be my advice to me, because I'm the only one in this live stream. Okay, so like I said, I'm anticipating is the better word for a 30-minute candle to start breaking above this resistance right here. But I'm not removing this safer buy idea to target this, because if anything, that is a cleaner move. But because gold can do a massive liquidity grab and then it can just be on steroids running like there's no tomorrow, I'm anticipating a bigger, like, you know, 30-minute candle, because it can do that, it does that. And then be the most patient I have ever been, so that I don't redo what I did on Thursday, which was my last live stream on the 10th, where, because I missed so many trades, I had a form of FOMO where I did not wait for a proper retest. I did wait for a retest, but at a lower time frame. Now, a lower time frame is an issue to wait for a confirmation, because, you know, it doesn't hold much power, like it doesn't have much weight compared to higher time frames. So yeah, that's the plan. If this doesn't happen, wait for a retest. If higher time frame candle forms as a sign of a rejection of this zone, wait for a retest then. And given the traffic on the left, we may be waiting for a retest that can go around this level. Set my my eyeballs there to focus on for a candle to appear in my direction, and then I shall be taking a trade, either if we have a candle close that is a green, or another impulsive candle to go to our target here. Oh, I ruined the damn thing. That was such a good example also. Anyway, let me just, that was such a good example. So first scenario, big red half an hour candle entry on impulse. And if not, scenario number 2, a massive big red candle, big bull candle, and if it breaks our safer buy area, anticipate a retest to happen, right? Some form of retest to happen, and then we enter on a candle confirmation that is on our side. If we do miss that, then I would love to not miss a green candle going on to our side, because I am not the most experienced with impulse entries. However, I would be cool to do another impulse entry, breaking whatever resistance is to be formed from, if that situation forms itself, right? That is how I'm going to call gold today at this session. Great. It's just a waiting game. Let's go to MetaTrader now. I forgot how to go to MetaTrader. Is it that one? That one. Okay, cool. We're going to MetaTrader now to define our life. So we have a 20-point spread on gold, aka 2 pips. So that is something I'm concentrating on, right? Okay, so levels right here, safer buy, and potential resistance happening, right? And going on to the higher time frames, if this happened, then we can target orange. Okay, target down below. Okay, so you know what, that's a good point. I've not discussed how I would do a what do you call it, how I would do a sell in case. So if we do end up having a breakout, now I'm kind of shitting myself to do a breakout scenario, because I would have to be really quick on my taking profits, because of the liquidity grab that gold tends to do before a fake out. I mean, it's not impossible for a very quick movement of 53, 45. Like, how much is that from here? It's not impossible for a 70 pip liquidity grab to happen on gold. I mean, if this happens, then that will be it. That will be me for the day. But yeah, for a break to happen here, my gosh. So an impulse entry for me. Can't believe I'm planning to take an impulse entry. Like, I'm shitting myself. Okay, so an impulse entry, if this is to form, now this is super risky. I have to be very fast, and so to target like 10 pips from there. Honestly, I would prefer the long. If I really shit myself because of this is gonna be fast, I don't think I'm ready for that. But it's good to just like, do a mental paper trade on this concept. Um, but yeah, if this happen, I'm 70% likely not to get in. But it would be good for my paper trading, mental paper trading mind to practice on, so that when I get a little bit more experience, I can top up my confidence in those type of scenarios. Like this happened on my last live stream. Gold New York, when was that? 10th, where it did a massive liquidity grab super quickly. I think it did like 100 pip, more than 100 pip grab to go, and then to go to the upside. But yeah, how do I feel right now? Shitting myself, because I'm putting myself in a tough spot, because I want to be able to execute today with my calculations. I'm just going to dim this a little bit because it's hurting my eyeballs. But yeah, do you know what? I'm going to have MetaTrader next to my chart, like right now. And I'm gonna be looking at the 30. Oh, Ange, I'm really scared. Okay, but being scared is just a feeling. It's okay. Oh, is it happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's just concentrate. And because that is my potential, this is my potential. So it's a 30 pip stop loss. I'll be premeditating a 30 pip stop loss on my calculations. 32 pips because of so 32 pips stop loss. So my lot size, oh, I don't want to do it. I'm shitting myself. Oh, I really don't want to. Okay, then I'm not going to. But yeah, if anyone is trying to get into this trade, impulse break here, 30 pip stop loss to target there, then like 1%, 2%, 3% gain. Those of you who are braver out there. Do you know what? I'm going to be a little bit more accurate here. and say that a candle to form there, and then a impulsive break. Okay. So yes, I keep saying that I'm not the most experienced on impulse entries, but I have been doing my trade recaps by myself. I am due to present that to you, my my trade recaps from last week. And so as part of my to-do list after I've done my private trade recap, I decided to really focus and review, revise, download impulse entries. So this is me on my first day accepting and trying to execute potential impulse entries. Oh my gosh. But I lack balls to do it, is the problem. Oh, this is great. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I personally was focusing on not to think about trading over the weekend. Like, I really focused hard on not to think about trading over the weekend because I did a lot of changes, personal changes to myself from the past week, and I shall present the trade recap after this so that you can understand what I mean. And yeah, I thought it's just best to just chill out over the weekend, but study, right? So I don't know how to say it, but over the weekend I had to study. I was studying. I couldn't stop myself from not wanting to study anyway. I wanted to read about impulse entries, review the setups, and all of that. But I tried to not think of how I'm going to attack week 23, which is this week. Because when I start thinking in that type of mode, I just like get too worked up and I just end up, going full on planning, and then to the point where I've actually exhausted my brain. So I had to just prevent a scenario where we have some movement. See, this is why it's important to wait for candles to close, right? Now we have MetaTrader right here, and we also have Trading View right here. So where am I really looking at? The answer is that now they look kind of alike, right? So if this was to form, I am now going to be identifying my stops, potential stops, which is right here. So what? Oh my gosh, Control Z. Did I just lose my box? Bro, that's annoying. Okay, so 53.59 plus 2 pips. So minus 2 pips because we're buying. So 53 minus 59 minus 20 is 53.39. 39. So we're going to 53.39. Do you know what? I'll just do it 53.37 because I can't. So this is my premeditated stop loss. Now depending on just gonna delete na. This is my stop loss for a long, right? 53.37. And what I really would like is a candle close, 30-minute candle close, breaking this area. And so 53.61 it's a massive stop loss. I may be rethinking what to do here. Do you know what? It might be just worth it to just wait for a retest here, is what I'm thinking. Because if I have a massive stop loss, then that's just Ma'am, some coffee. Guys, let me know when you watch this later if the audio is alright, because I know that I have background music going on, and then I have me doing the chit chat. Dun, dun, dun. Just waiting on a candle. I'm feeling much more relaxed now compared to when I turned up. Let me just bring this down because it's affecting my view. Okay, so 53. Potentially, I'm doing my calculations with my magic keys. 53. I hope it breaks up, but I'm anticipating 53 to 57, 60 pip stop. So what? Have I told you that I'm only risking $750 today? 60 pip stop. That's funny. Okay, let's see where we go. Oh, so from my trade recap, I also figured that I don't leave runners. I have this bad habit of not leaving runners where it could actually help me. So today, the other goal is, other than risk management, which is the number one goal, I'll be leaving runners. This is going to be a big this is a massive ask once again, but I'm going to just take one profit and then leave a runner. That's what I'm going to do. There we go, I've said it. That is what I'm going to do. That is what's happening. I'm going to take profit at 10 or 15, depending if I'm quick or if I'm slow. See, that's greed talking a little bit and just preventing myself from executing the initial plan. But yeah, so securing profits at 10 pips and leaving the runner running. That is the goal today. First of all, risk management, secure profits at 10 pips and leave the runner running. That is the goal right now. More coffee. And yeah, over the weekend, over the weekend, I went surfing, and my board rail hit my ribs like flat, like here, and oh my gosh, it's like I got beat up. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was gonna have a pneumothorax. I was so scared, but yeah, because one of my surf coaches, um, he had one of those where the fin, well, that was a bit more adventurous than my rail hitting my ribs. But yeah, so a fin just cutting him up, and then his lungs doing lung stuff to prevent you from breathing. So that, oh my gosh, I was so scared. Hence why probably I look tanner today. I become quite dark very quickly without much exposure from the sun. Because I am a full-bred Filipino. So we have the tendency to go nuts with our color when we get exposed to the sun. Oh, I should type my stop loss. And the stop loss for a 60 pip range, pippage of my stop loss, if this closes above there. Do you know what? I should clarify what I mean by that, right? I should clarify. So what I mean is that I'm premeditating my stop loss by identifying 2 pips below or 20 points below the wick of this potentially bullish candle to form as our confirmation for this scenario, right? And so from this scenario, if the wick is here and the scenario plays itself where I would be entering on an impulse break candle from this point, then that's 53.37 to 61.98, right? So 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. Now it's just gone worse. It's become an 80 pip stop. Right? So it might be worth, I don't want to have a bloody 80 pip stop. This is important. This is why it's important to talk and say your thought processes out loud when trading, right? Because look at that, I just found out where this is potentially a bad idea, and now I have more clarity and more confidence in my potential scenario to happen. So I'm gonna edit what I just said right here. Okay, so this is scenario number 2. My scenario number 1 now becomes it's probably the quietest I've been since coming in. Cool. Okay, so this is now my bullish scenario number 1, bullish scenario number 2, and my scary what's this, bearish scenario number 1 that I'm too scared to execute. So basically, as the visualization indicates, I have now changed my mind to wait for a 30-minute candle to push up at the volatile hours of New York in 7 minutes, under 7 minutes, and for a retest to happen around this support right here, and to enter on the this candle, as my confirmation, and this candle as my other confirmation, but a confirmation that is a break, right? Oh, so that's my impulsive break confirmation if I'm too slow here. And this is my main confirmation for a candle close. I really would prefer a candle close confirmation, because I'm more comfortable with candle close confirmation, and this is my if we have a massive push that goes all the way up there, then this would be my and then if we miss that, that's it. So scenario 1, this is my confirmation to test the high retest, and scenario 2, this is my confirmation to test the high retest, and these are my impulsive scenario confirmations in case I miss that. Okay, so that makes me actually more comfortable, right? Now, just to have an idea of how much pippage that is, the average candle today is 36 pips on that one. $26 pips on that one. And yeah, I would take those over the initial plan of 81 pip stop. Okay, cool. I have a better idea. So 36, 21. What's the half of that? 36 plus 21 divided by 2. So at 28 pip stop, as my premeditated potential stop loss, 28 pip stop plus the 20 points for gold today. And how do I know that it is a 20 point spread? It is due to having seen DC here. It says gold, and then at the bottom it says spread, and it says like 23. Yeah, there. So yeah, that's where we got those information from. Now, what I like about price action right now is, so okay, let me just finish what I was saying. So the 20 points plus our average of 28, so 330 pip stop, which is way better, much better than a bloody 80 pip stop. Okay, so a new candle has been formed. No, it hasn't, but it's like a week. It's a week. What's the word again? Oh my gosh, it's a weak candle, bear candle. Like, it's already had this weak close right here. So So if this is another weak one, then the next half an hour candle could be the candle that we are anticipating, right? For that to happen, it might do a liquidity grab like last week, because it seems to like to do that. I mean, gold seems to like to do that. I mean, it's probably like one of its traits. I don't know. I haven't back tested. See, this is why I say on the description not to copy me, because I don't know. I've not back tested. I don't have experience. All of my experience in doing this, how I'm able to do this, is because I just decided that, okay, look, I'm just gonna listen to each lesson, and then I'm gonna do my best to do it in my own way, but you know, holding the principles up. Like, yeah. Okay, this is scary because if what is the average? I think it's a 30. Yeah, you know what, I'm just going to apply the 32 pip average. 30 pip average, even if this happens too. Okay, we have price in 10 seconds breaking the zone right here. Like, it has no price has done that in a long time. So this might, and yeah, so 1300, the market has opened. We have a weak bearish close. We have a bear happening right now, and yeah, the markets have opened. Oh, this is scary shit right here. Okay, so it's on the side of, it's on this side. And 30 pip. See, this is what I mean. Because I am avoiding this scenario, I have now become unprepared. So you can see I might enter. So 2.5 is an average 30 pip stop. If say 56 is actually a 30 pip stop. Okay. Ooh, I'm scared. Okay, I'm gonna sell. I'm scared. Okay, I have volume on my side. It's just doing my scenario right now. I will just manage my risk. I'm going now. So I'll be closing half if it touches that line there. So half is I'm having a problem. I'm having an issue. My terminal is not coming up. What's going on? Do you know what? I'm gonna do it on my phone. $1.25. Oh my gosh, where did I delete? Oh, my entry is there. Okay, need to fix that. No talking right now for Ange because Ange is shooting herself. So my bloody thing is not working, so I'm currently on my phone to manage this trade because my terminal is not coming up. And because we have this nice wick fill right here, then it's potentially what can happen. Okay, so we were at drawdown initially, and now we are no longer in drawdown. We have a lot of volume right now happening. So from 52, 51, gonna get 100 pip. I am now taking some profit at 10 pips. And I am now going to manage my stop loss, which is here. Managing my risk halfway, 75%, and eyeballing 90. Okay, I have managed to execute on a 1.25, and now 80% of that is one lot. And I will be executing an 80% close. Shitting myself. Let's zoom in. Okay, so we're now closing 80% again. Great. And now I'm just going to break even. No, I can't yet. When this closes. Oh, okay, so I'm managing risk some more, which is putting the stop below there. Now in case I bloody have a like a retrace back, then I am now, I wouldn't be losing. Today, because I'm on a positive. Oh, the terminal that really fucked me over. Excuse my language, but I could not breathe. I could not breathe during the entirety of that entry, but I still managed to execute the plans. I am now running at 13 pips from entry, and now we have a weak close, and so I'll be taking further, maybe, but that can be just a retrace. Looking at the 1 minute, oh, shitting myself. Okay, I don't expect price to go here. Oh, damn. I'm so shitting myself. Oh, I have a light head. But I'm buzzing right now. Like, you know when you lift weights and then you just like lift a weight that you've never lifted before? Damn. That's how it feels. Now, I said that I'm going to be leaving a runner, right? So let's have a look at life. If I was to leave a runner, I'd be putting my profits here. That's my take profit right there, because that is a logical place for when and if price wants to come down. Oh, do you know what's the interesting thing? Okay, before I tell you the interesting thing, I will just be removing my lines. Delete. Because now I'm risk free. Oh, what's happening? What I don't like about that is it has a no wick on the 5 minute. Yeah. Okay, anyway, this is a logical stop loss to put myself as risk free, because if I was to half this candle right here, the half of this candle is here, and so when we're on a highly volatile, high volume environment to trade, the idea is that price shouldn't really have to challenge half of your candle, right? Although it's doing it right now. Great example, perfect example. And I just got stopped out. But yeah, so the idea is that if you're on a fuck, I just realized I'm on a 5-minute time frame. See, this is why it's because it's a bad habit that I have going on the 5-minute time frame. Like, what the why? Okay, anyway, that's something I can work on. Even if it's as much as it's annoying, it's not a bad thing. So day 1 of week 23, and I'm on a plus. How is my calculations? For some reason, it was wrong once again. I'll be reviewing that some other time, but I did not intend to risk $1,000 on that position, but when I put my stop loss up, it was at like just over $1,000 risk. And I think, do you know what, now I remember why it might be that. Is because you know how I took long to actually execute the entry? That's why. Let's see my history today. And yeah, so my history today is that we are on profits, and from 52 to 51. See, that's just nuts, because that was hardly 10, that was like 5 pips. Oh, anyway, why my execution happened, it executed, but the way that I managed the trade was fucked. Literally, it's just not part of the plan to take profits at 5. But that's because I was hyper alert and hyper shitting myself, because this idea, right, this initial trade idea right here is very scary for me. Although now it's probably gonna go without me, but that's fine. This is what inexperience does. When you're inexperienced, you get shit scared. I was lucky enough that I was able to enter and manage a little bit of the trade. But yeah, this is what happens when you're inexperienced, because you don't have the confidence to keep you calm and collected during a trade. Then that's what happens. You think you're earning 10 pips, but it's actually 5 pips. Oh, this is such a cool trade actually. This is good for the books. Good for the mandems. Oh, that was one trade. At least it was a positive. It's my first positive Monday. So on its own, I know that I didn't get much, but who gets $128 from sitting for an hour, right? On a trade that I don't have the most confidence about with. So yeah, this just shows that if you're executing, now I'm crying because bloody hell, that's such a good position. Sorry, my initial position was such a good position. Oh, Ange, but Ange is learning. This is part of it. It's a process, and I do say to enjoy the process. Did I really say that? No, it wasn't me who said that. It's actually my brother who said that. Shout out to my broskies, my original OG bro. Yeah, that when I'm having a tantrum, when I'm having a bad day trading, the bro just says, just sit in this process, enjoy it, it's part of it. And now I truly understand what the bros mean. I'm going to sit here, right? I'm going to sit here and just end my trade there for the day. What I'm going to do, because I'm mentally fatigued from that, honestly, is that call my trading day a day. So I just got one position today. I'm going to call it a day, even though I still have plans right here. If anyone watch this, then yeah, I hope that you can capitalize on some today. Woohoo, go team. And yeah, I'm going to end my trading day today from there, and then recalibrate myself and present to you the trade recap that I did over the weekend and my trade analysis that I failed to deliver yesterday. So let's go to the outro side of things. I forgot how to do it. Outro. Okay. You know what? Let me go pee, and then I will do a conclusion. Hello, hi, I am back. What were we doing? Okay, so I'm wrapping up my trading day today because I am mentally fatigued from trading already from one position, a position that I have no experience in executing. I only know the theory side of things, and I just had to literally just force myself to execute on the theory. And with that, I was shitting myself, and so that was very tiring for me. And now I'm just going to do a recap on what I did just now, like in this session for this one trade. So as you can see, this is our plan right here. So let's do a box of concentration. Wow, my eyeballs. And I'm sorry too. Okay, cool. So with our box of concentration, price was here in this area, and we established a zone within the zone in this area, and so we had like 2 setups happening, and so that was a rejection of the zone or a break of the zone, right? And so let's start with the rejection of the zone, where it bounces up from, because this area, this yellow line right here, is a higher time frame zone where price has been rejecting really hard. And so the idea was that to wait for a 30-minute candle to form and do a retest and then enter from there to go to the upside. If the first candle was to form super quickly and with super high volume, the next plan scenario was to wait for a retest and enter on a candle close to go up then. Now you're probably wondering what these are if you're just watching just now. Then these are my confirmations to do an impulsive entry, which means entering as the candle is breaking above the left candles, right? So it's a totally different type of entry from when you wait for a candle to close in your direction. So that's what the plan was. Now that was the 2 scenarios for if we were to reject this zone right here. And the scenario that we had was that if we have this momentum running, right, then who are we to disregard the potential for a break out of the zone, the big zone, from higher time frames, all the way from like end of May, like right there. Do you see? So that's the yellow line. And yeah, so let's go back to what we were doing. And so who are we to not consider a potential to break out, right? So I mentioned that if a candle was to form or close above the zone, that the high time frame zone that is so strong from May, and there's a break of a candle to appear, so breaking above there, then who are we not to enter or to execute? The only thing holding me back from doing that comfortably is that I don't do this a lot. This is a new concept that I'm trying out, but it's important for me to just practice and execute these concepts. Otherwise, I mean, like, to me, I've accepted that whatever, if I lose, I lose. If I then is education. If I win, then that's grand. I'm in a super cool position for a breakout to target all the way down here. Now, what did happen was that a breakout. Let's go on the 15-minute just to slow down the process. And so actually, a candle started forming a bear candle started forming beyond the zone that we've just discussed, and then there was a candle breaking through, and that was that, right? So that was that. Now, what really did happen in real life was that I was slow on execution because I had fears on whether do I do it or not. And so what happened was that I entered a little bit over with a 30 pip stop loss supposedly, but because it was a premeditated calculation of my stop with my loss my lot size to do a 32 pip stop. But because I was slow, then obviously it increased, and then I got fucked sideways a little bit. But I still put my risk management plans in place. You can just rewind and watch that. I'll put the timestamps as usual, and I will be sharing those with you when I close this live. And so I earned like 5 pips from this trade. I was in drawdown a little bit, but then because I got so scared and I had to like just exit with a little bit of profit. It really made me scared. That's why I'm tired and ending my day now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go and show you here exactly where I entered on the meta. Right, cool. Oh my god, why does it do that? I don't know why it doesn't show it anymore. Oh, that sucks. Anyway, here are my stats. We'll just tell you by numbers. Okay, so initial position was 1852 on the 2.5 lot, and stop loss was a lot. Oh, okay. 29 stop loss. Was it 20 stop loss? 23.9 stop loss. Okay, so I had a 23.9 stop loss, and I had my first take profit. What? Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Okay, it's much clearer now. So initial run. Okay, let me just rewind and do that again. So this trade, right, I entered at 1852.04. I took a profit at 1851.58. That means less than 5 pips. I took a profit, cut it in half, and then hence the 1.25 from the initial 2.5 position. And then the price went down further to 1851 and so 06, so like just under like 2 points from 10 pips, right? So 98 pips I got. 2 points from so 98 points I got my other profit, which is at one lot, so that was $98. And then I got stopped out where I put myself at risk-free position with so the stop loss what was at a risk-free position of $5, and that is what I earned today from 1852 to 1851.84, which is which is less than 10 pips, but my peak price where I managed to get some profits was at 98 points, so 9.8 pips. So I earned 9.8 pips today, and that's going to be my end of my trading day, Monday. Cool. Ooh, that's something else now. Okay, cool. So regarding today, the result was that, let's just do this, we got 9.8 pips positive on a Monday, week 23, and we managed risk, which is great. Tick on the risk, and we executed plans, which is, you know, super important, because how you gonna learn if you're not putting yourself out there, right? And yeah, that is my day today. My head is fuzzy because I was shitting myself. Okay, the amount of times I said that. Anyway, we have some cool stuff going on right now, so potentially this is a retest to further bear run or a rejection, and it might be because of the unlock. Cool. I'll be taking a break, recalibrating myself, and then I will be delivering my trade recap and gold analysis for the week in like 5 minutes. I just need to finish my coffee. So that's me wrapping up this this live today. It's pretty abrupt, but that's because I'm scared of Mondays, but I no longer am after the day, so that's cool. Thank you for watching, and yeah, if you're watching after I post this live with the timestamps, then make sure you enjoy and let me know in the comments if you have any feedbacks. And yeah, comment on like the chart color. Is it much more clearer? Can you see much clearer? Does it hurt your eyeballs? And yeah, I mean, you know, I'm presenting this to you, so I value your opinion if it hurts your eyeballs. And yeah, let me know if the audio is okay, because I just put the audio back to its original with a little tiny bit of tweaking. Okay, I'm rambling now. I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.